You've said you would fire over half of the government's workers.
That's correct.
You would.
This used car salesman wants to get rid of the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Health, the Department of Education. When the Constitution was written, when George Washington was our first president, he created the precedent of having secretaries of state, secretary of defense, which is called the secretary of war back then, secretary of education, secretary of treasury. These positions were created, and these departments were created because the amount of work required far exceeds the control of one person. The idea being that you create the Department of Defense, which has the entirety of the Pentagon and all of our military under it, and then you leave that to the Secretary of Defense. The Secretary of Defense runs that and then reports to the President. It's called a division of labor, and it makes sure you don't spread someone too thin. We live in a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year kind of world now. You can't control all this thing by yourself, but Vivek Ramaswamy thinks that you should get rid of the Department of Justice. You should get rid of the FBI because they've been used against Donald Trump. No. They've been used against Donald Trump because Donald Trump broke the law. Vivek Ramaswamy is yet another empty suit in the Republican Party with no ideas on how to solve problems for real Americans. Please remember to vote true and vote blue.